God, you're so lucky. What do you do to your hair? Oh my God, it's so curly. Next, is that a texturizer? Oh my God, I cannot comb through my nappy hair. Girl, oh, it's so curly. Do you just wash it and it dries like this? Hi everyone. I'm back. I just wanted to do this YouTube video because last night I was trying to find ways to grow my hair out and whatever. And you know, using YouTube as the resource that I love, I come across Jazzy Philly Poet or Philly Jazzy Poet. I'm probably gonna put a link to her video in the description box. But she did a video on how to grow 18 inches of hair in 18 months on her own journey. And she said that there was one part, I was loving the video, she's talking about co-washing, all this lovely stuff that I actually do. So I'm kind of like, oh, she got 18 inches of hair, but she does more protective styles than me anyway. But she got to a part where she says that if your beautician or your hairstylist pressures you to get a relaxer or a texturizer, and they're very adamant because you have big natural hair, run. And she said her own personal experience, her last hairstylist said that doing Jazzy's hair, it was nappy. And she said she got offended because she doesn't have nappy hair, she doesn't have a poetry jam session when she combs, it's not a whole bunch of snaps. And I was kind of offended because I've had my own issues with like what my hair stigma is. And since I ever found out the holy grail of a wash and go, questions I get from people are like, oh my God, your hair's so nice. Are you mixed? Does it just dry like that? What do you do to your hair? Oh my gosh, is that a texturizer? And it's kind of like, I have no problem. Can I touch it? It's just so curly. I have no problem with you asking me hair questions, but once they get into the realm of like hair texture and am I mixed? Oh my God, how do you deal with nappy hair? I kind of get like, oh. And I actually got access to a lady who, because the whole good hair, bad hair stigma thing, where it's like, oh, you have that good hair. Oh, girl, her hair, she got that bad hair. It's so nappy. Stuff like that. And then we have these relaxers and the weaves and the lace front wigs, and women are just hurting their hair doing it. So I just wanted to come here and answer some questions that I get very commonly. So let's get started. First question I always get, are you mixed? And it always usually starts with, oh my God, your hair's so nice, are you mixed? No, I'm not. I'm not mixed. I know, being black, we all have like our little intertwine of like mixtures and blends of our culture. I personally, know that my family has British in it because from the slaves I have British and Irish and a whole bunch of stuff. I'm black, I'm dark, it may not resonate on screen. I believe I'm dark skinned. Well, I have a chocolate complexion to me. But no, I don't have any like immediate, like I'm not gonna come up and say, oh yeah, I'm black, British, Native American, Irish, Indian. I don't have time for that. I'm black. I am black. Point blank, period. Next question. Oh my God, do you have good hair? I always get this question, and it kinda find it insulting because I've actually done this to a woman before who was mixed. She was white and black, and she was one of my, I think she was an academic assistant at my high school, and she was black and white, and I said, oh my God, you have such nice hair, you got that good hair, girl. And she said words that resonate with me that I say to everyone who asks me this question of, do you have good hair? And what she said was, ask someone with no hair about good hair. And I'm like, oh, I love this. And that has become my natural hair catchphrase. Ask someone with no hair about good hair. I'm sorry, I'm just digging my eye on camera. And what I say that is because, like, my definition of good hair is you have hair on your head. If you are balding, you have no edges, and you're thinning or whatever, you have bad hair. Good hair is you have hair. If you have hair, you have a head full of hair, curly, straight, wavy, nappy, kinky, coily, texture, whatever you want to call it. If you have hair on your head and you ain't got no pushback edges, you have good hair to me. That's all I have to say. Bad hair is if you're thinning, you're balding, your edges are toe up from the floor up, and you feel like you need to wear a wig to cover your head because it's so bad, then you have bad hair. To me, you have bad hair. All right, next question. What do you do to your hair that makes it so curly? Yeah, I might always get that, and also with, does your hair just dry this way? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's a process, and I feel like a lot of people don't know that about me. My hair, personally, from my own experience with this, the wash and go that I wear, which is my go-to style, it's what if you see me in the streets 99.9% of the time, unless someone else did my hair or I found time to braid it, I'm wearing a wash and go. And it's summer too. Hallelujah. But my hair, it starts in the shower, and I'm probably gonna do a hair regimen video soon, so stay tuned for that. But my hair is, I co-wash it, I finger detangle it, or detangle it with a wide tooth comb, depending on the look I'm going for. Then once I hop out of the shower, I have to dry my hair with my, I'm still finding a way that I can dry my hair. This is a result of me drying it with a towel first, then going back in to re-wet it, and then slather product in it, and it is just, no. So, I'm probably going to start styling my hair fresh out the shower when it's wet, which I've actually done before, and it actually yields really good results. So, fresh out the shower, run my leave-in, I seal it with, I do the lock method, which is liquid oil cream. My liquid is water. And then I have oil, it's an oil blend, I'll get to that in a minute. And I also use a, my cream is my leave-in conditioning cream, which I'll actually do in a minute because it is just too much right now. So, but yeah, and after that I tie my hair down with my silk scarf, or satin scarf, put on my bonnet because I do kung fu and I sleep. I need to have 2 layers of protection. And then I sleep and let it air dry, and then when I wake up I just kind of scrunch it and arrange it the way I want it to look. Yeah, that's about how I do my hair. Alright, so another question I get is what products do you use to make your hair so curly? And I can't really say what makes my hair curly is this. I know it's your texture plus other stuff you use, but here's what I use personally on my hair that I've seen results with. So let's get started. First, you obviously need to have a cleanser of some form. I'm a bad boy because I'm using sulfate. So right now I have this Family Dollar Pro Vitamin Smoothing Shampoo, and you can see that it's like kind of liquidy because I think I put water in this because it was thick, or I put oil, it was something, but I know it comes out runny. It's not like a thick consistency is runny, and I only use this once a month just to get in there and clean out my scalp and just to get all that when I know my hair has a lot of product buildup. Next, I have my conditioner, obviously, and this is an instant conditioner. It is Silk Essence Hair Care Silky Smooth Conditioner, and this is my go-to. I got it for $1 at Dollar Tree. I usually buy 3 or 4 at a time because I use it so often. I co-wash with it. If I feel like my hair is a little drier than usual, my leave-in won't work, I'll squeeze that in, smooth it in, and rub it. And I've done my wash and goes with just that before, after I get the shower, and just squeeze some of that in and tie it at night and have beautiful curls. So, yeah. But now that it's summer, you need a little touch more hold. So, after I got the shower, my new leave-in that I'm using now is Olive Miracle Anti-Breakage Formula Leave-In Conditioner. And I use that, and I like it. It's I have to find a mix that won't give me buildup, and that won't deal with like the, oh crap, there's gunk in my hair. Alright. And so another thing I noticed about my hair is that when I use products, what I was using before was this styling gel, and it's Lusty Organics Olive Oil Styler Gel. I got this from Dollar Tree too. It was $1, and I liked it. But what was happening was I like hold because, like I said before, I do kung fu in my sleep. So doing kung fu in my sleep, so it'll just be like, I remember before I figured out how to wear my hair in a wash and go correctly, I would just pick it out, because what would happen was I would go to sleep with these curls and wake up with fro curls, and it was just like a bad mohawk at that point. So I'm like, oh, gel is the answer. So I used this, and what happened was the hold was way too crunchy. It was just crunch, but I liked it because it kept my ringlets defined, and this was what I used to get third and fourth day hair if I could just keep going, because the hold was so hard. It's just, even though it loosened up over time, the curls were still tight and defined. So then I'm like, oh, let me try some lighter hold products. Let me be bougie in the world of curl puddings and custards and all that loveliness. So then I went back to African Pride, but this time they have their naturals line, which is Shea Butter Miracle Moisture Intense, and this is their Bouncy Curls Pudding. Used it by itself. It's by itself. I can't, because it has, on my hair, even I use globs and slather and smooth each section, scrunch, define, finger twirled. In the morning, the hold is horrible. It is. I have no type of hold. I know it's supposed to be light hold. At this point, I'm gonna need crunchy over light. So then what I thought to do was, well, but it left my hair very soft. So I'm like, okay, what if I could get softness, and the softness of the Bouncy Curls pudding, but the hold of the styling gel. And so what I did last night, actually, funny enough, I took the pudding with the half jar of gel I have left, and I blended it and made my own curl custard, I would think. It smells delicious. I'm sorry, once I blended the two scents together and I blended the products together, it smells great. And what I liked was that I hear a lot of people say like, oh, well, if you blend a creamy product and a liquidy product, you're going to get clumps, and you're going to get white clumps and everything. Hasn't happened, because what I did was I put so much of it in there, and I whisked the hell out of it, that it blended together very smoothly. And yes, there are still dead spots in the bottom of it, but it's worth it. I like it. I would rather cocktail it and have a great mixture, because this is my hair the next day. Now, the reason this looks raggedy at the point of time is because I did this on old hair. I didn't co-wash it. I didn't start from scratch or do anything. I just did it on hair that I went under the shower, rinsed it out, didn't even co-wash it, so none of the curls had time to spring back. But what I like is that my curls are soft. They're really soft and super defined. So my theory was right. Once I blended the softness and the hold for definition, it's fabulous. I love it. So I'm gonna probably keep using this. The not the styling gel, but the custard mix I made of these two together. So yeah. So these two are now my double duo. Yep. These are now this is my dream team right now. But so that's my dream team. And I have a white tooth comb. It's really funny because the comb I use is actually not even a detangling comb. It is actually a volume comb that you buy. You would usually use it to like take, if you didn't have a comb attachment for your blow dryer, you would just use this usually to comb attach your blow dryer and just follow behind it to chase it. But this is actually I use that. I'm like, oh, it has huge spaces. It's smooth. This would make a great white tooth comb. It's fabulous. It really is. And then there are days when I use my Denman, which is usually when I'm trying to go for a more defined curl. Like if I have time, and it's like, funny thing about me, on my this toile I have going on, Denman hates me. It just gives me, even no matter how much conditioner, no matter how much smoothing and detangling and whatever I do after it, I don't get curls. I get a bush with my Denman at the end. So, but as my hair, when my hair was longer before I big chopped it the second time, when it was like here maybe, and I used the Denman, I got these beautiful curls. They were beautiful. And I could just throw some gel on it, put some leave-in conditioner, some gel, and I had to make sure my hair was completely wet. That was the key. My hair has to be completely drenched with product and curl defining pudding and whatever to even, when my hair was longer, and then go through the Denman before to not get a fro and get these perfectly defined curls. Yeah, but I've rambled on. This is probably going to be, this basically become my hair product slash routine slash what I don't like about what people say about my questions I get about my hair all the time. Next question. Do you think you have a good grain slash grade of hair? This is kind of, I feel like it's a separate question from the good hair, bad hair question, because I kind of get offended when a lot of black women grade their hair like it's USDA beef. I kind of get offended. I'm like, oh, okay, so what, like, and I know it's kind of the same thing with the whole hair typing thing, like I've told you before. I have a 4A, or I believe I said I have a 4A, 4B with a 3C at the back of my neck. So it's a nice blend. I believe that I can pull off a lot of styles with this blend of hair. So I feel like if I ever made time to do a twist out, which I'm probably gonna have to because I'm on YouTube now, so I have to make time to do styles that I don't usually wear. So but I really do hate it when I hear like, oh, you got that good grain of hair. It grow your scalp all cute and stuff. And funny enough, I actually like women who have 4B, 4C hair because I feel like their hair is fuller. They can pull off more styles. It looks voluminous. It may shrink up and whatever. And I think it's cute. I think it's adorable. I think that rocking a 4C, 4B toile with your little zigzag curls and everything, I love it. I think it's beautiful. So, great. When I think of you have a good grain of hair thing, I'm like, okay, thanks. Am I supposed to be thanked by that? It's weird. Alright. Do you mind shrinkage, or is it okay that your hair shrinks up so much? I really love shrinkage. I do. Because a toile becomes a protective style when your hair is shrunk up, the ends are concealed, and you're not putting a whole bunch of stress in your hair. Mind you, stressing your hair is a different thing for me because I'm always, that's gonna be a different thing, so whatever. I'm always just up in my head and whatever. Just like, ooh, I like this one. It's pretty. Ha! And just like, oh my god, my hair's so pretty. Or like, it's so curly today. It worked out the way I wanted it to. Or like, ooh, stuff isn't working out. But shrinkage is my best friend. I love shrinkage. Like I hear like women on the blogs like Curly Nikki and what like what is it 4C Chick. We have her. We have Glam Fun, who don't really like their shrinkage. But I actually don't mind because I believe that when I have shrinkage in my hair, when it's shrunk up, I can get away with doing less to it. Because it's just like, oh, it's a little bush. And just pat down some pieces. If something gets fuzzy, I'll spray it, finger twirl it, and move on. But shrinkage is my bestie. I love shrinkage. It works for me. I can do less to my hair when it's shrunk up. Actually, it's funny because when my hair is shrunk up, it's easier to detangle than in a stretch state. To me, personally, because when it's in a stretch state, I am more worried about, oh crap, it's going to revert if it touches anything. Whether I keep it in braids or when I cornrow it and I let it out to have a big bush, or even when I do my blow dry, when I go with my comb attachment and just go in and blow it out, I'm more worried about what am I doing that is sweat coming out my scalp and is it going to revert more so than oh I can just, and then detangling becomes a beast because once it reverts and once it reverts in sections, like there'll still be sections that are elongated plus sections that are shrunk, going through it and picking it back out to make it big hurts. It does, it hurts. So I just don't like dealing with like having a whole bunch of stretched hair. And I just find it easier for me when my hair's not stretched. So that's all. Guys, remember, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you don't like when people come up to you and say your hair. Maybe it's the can I touch it? Oh, it's so pretty. How do you do that? Tell me what you think about it. And I will see you guys in a few. Alright.